Hello and welcome. Today's agenda was already fixed in our previous lecture. We had said that we'll see the difference between list and tuple. So that's what we'll be doing today. Let's begin. Okay. Let's first create a tuple and a list. We better copy them from our previous notebook. So here we go. Here is our tuple. And our list. Run it. Now, I write here li10 equal to ABC. Print li1. Notice the first element changes to ABC. Now I make the first same stuff with a tuple. Tu10 we get an error. So that is the fundamental difference between a list and a tuple. Lists can change whereas tuples are constant. In technical terms, we say lists are mutable while tuples are immutable. Now, something extremely important. Here I will mention two things that you need to remember as long as you are working in Python. Everything in Python is an object. And since objects are properties as well as methods, the question is how to view them. That is the number one thing that you need to remember, how to view the properties and the methods of an object. So the method to do it is using a function called dir. So you write dir li1. Note that list of functions and some underscore guys. They are there for special purpose which we will discuss when we go to the object-oriented programming. Now the next question is how to figure out what these functions do. Well, that's pretty simple. Consider this function append. So just write notice. It takes an object as an argument and adds it to the end of the list. So let's put this cell as marked down. View the syntax of function. Okay. So let's start with the functions one by one. We start with the first function, that is append. Right here li1 dot append minus 19. Print li1. So it adds minus 19 to the end of the list. So effectively append places the element at the end of the list. But how to do it in the middle? Well, pretty simple. There is a function called insert. So you write li1 dot insert Okay, so you get a minus 19 at the 5th location. Notice 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The rest of the elements are pushed back. Okay. Next interesting guy is extend. Append and insert both were capable of putting one element into the list. Extend is capable of putting multiple elements, but only at the end. So I write li1 dot extend (17, 18, minus 19). Okay, so here you go. So as you can see that in a list, you can not only change individual elements, you can even make it grow and shrink in size. Okay. Notice the entire list is pasted at the end with one element at a time. Alright. As opposed to append. What will happen if I do an append on this with the same argument? Let's keep the elements same so that it becomes easier for you to understand. See what happens. As opposed to extend. Don't confuse between the two. This is the fundamental difference between append and extend. Append will add one single element at the end of the list. If you are passing a list to append, it will take the whole list as one argument. Whereas in extend, it will take the individual elements and put it at the end of the list. Now, as of now, we are adding elements to the list. How to delete? The very first one, remove. Notice what happens. The leftmost occurrence of minus 19 is deleted from the list. Another function which is capable of removing elements from a list is pop. So we say li1.pop pop by default deletes the last element. Alright, but if you want, you can put an index. I say li1.pop1 print li1. Notice the 8.9 gets deleted because that was the 1th element. Lastly, finding the index of an element. Well, it's pretty simple. Say print notice it gives the index of the leftmost occurrence of the element. There are ways to find the further index. There are two more variants of the function index. Okay, so my suggestion is please consult the online Python manual to understand more about this function. Some trivia before we wind up, but these are applicable to both lists and tuples. Okay. One is Notice what happens if we use the plus operation between two lists. Same thing between two tuples also. It appends. Similarly, it repeats, does not multiply the individual elements, so be careful. And this is not commutative. And of course, membership testing. To check whether the element belongs to the list or not, or for that matter tuple also. Okay, so that's it. Okay guys, so that was it about lists and tuples. Two very important concepts in Python, two extremely important containers where we can access things sequentially. Next, we'll see a different type of container in our next class. Till then, happy coding.